What if the pharaohs never fell? What if the great pyramids of Giza were not crumbling ruins but towering monuments to eternal power? What if the pharaohs still ruled the land of the living and the dead? Let's find out in this episode of What If. If ancient Egypt ruled the modern world, we'd probably have a lot more in common with the Egyptians than we think. For starters, hieroglyphics would be the global written language, a pictographic system that heavily influenced the way we read and write today. Even though it was used 4,000 years ago, it would shape the way we communicate, from the books we read to the signs we see every day. Our cities might look a bit different too. Instead of modern skyscrapers, imagine grand temples and obelisks piercing the clouds. Perhaps even colossal statues of the pharaohs and their gods towering over the skyline. Streets might be designed with wide boulevards lined with sphinxes and palm trees, leading up to massive complexes dedicated to Ra, Anubis, and the other gods of the Egyptian pantheon. Science, technology, and even medicine would be intertwined with religion. Imagine priests as scientists, astronomers and healers, using their knowledge of the stars, herbs, and the human body to advance our understanding of the world and push the boundaries of what was possible. In fact, they might have been way ahead of us in some areas. The Egyptians kept detailed records of the stars, which may have been used to accurately predict the annual flooding of the Nile River. They also had advanced knowledge of human anatomy, performing complex surgeries and setting broken bones. Religion would also play a huge role in everyday life. People would still be very much concerned with the proper way to honor the gods and the pharaohs, with temples and rituals taking center stage in major cities. There would be priests and priestesses serving the gods, leading religious ceremonies, and teaching the people the ways of the ancients. Afterlife would also be a major focus. People would continue to mummify their dead and bury them with their most prized possessions, ensuring that they would have everything they need for the journey into the afterlife. The Nile River would be at the center of global trade and politics, making Egypt the world's superpower. Its fertile banks would provide food for the masses, while its annual floods would bring new life to the crops each year. Egypt's strategic location between Africa, Asia, and Europe would make it a natural crossroads for cultures and ideas. Egyptians believed that Ra, the sun god, was the supreme ruler of the universe, so it's no surprise that they would be at the forefront of innovations in solar energy. Imagine a world where solar panels are not only commonplace, but where entire cities are powered by the sun. Egyptians would have worshipped the sun long before it became trendy. They built massive structures like the pyramids to align with the sun's rays at certain times of the year, and they even had a special boat made just for the sun god to travel in. Culture would also be dominated by the values of ancient Egypt. Honor would be highly prized. In fact, it would be considered one of the most important things to uphold. Afterlife would also be a big part of daily life. People would do everything they could to live a good life and please the gods so that they could live a happy and peaceful afterlife. Divine rule would be seen as the natural order of things. People would believe that the pharaohs were chosen by the gods to rule over the people. Wars would be led by pharaohs and priests, not presidents or parliaments. Battles would be fought not only with chariots and archers, but also with magic and curses. Imagine armies clashing in the desert, not only with swords and shields, but also with spells and incantations. So what would a world ruled by ancient Egypt be like? Would it be a world of enlightenment and wonder, or one of eternal control under the pharaohs? Let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one.